Hello all. In 8th class biology, we are discussing our next topic. In the previous class, we have seen groups of microorganisms. So in this part, we are going to see how to observe bacteria under the microscope. Generally, if you see, where do we find bacteria? Bacteria you will be seeing in all advertisements, right? On your hands, bacteria will be present. On your tongue, bacteria will be present. That's why we use tongue cleaners and all. And we brush our teeth, as bacteria will be present inside our mouth, on the skin, and also you can see bacteria in the curd and buttermilk. So here these can be seen, but when you are eating curd, you don't find any bacteria. Why? Because it is not visible with our eyes. We need a microscope only to observe whether bacteria is present in this curd or not. That's why you are unable to see the bacteria on the curd. So these are the general places where bacteria are present. Now we are going to see how bacteria can be observed with the help of with the help of microscope. So bacteria under microscope. How you can observe bacteria under microscope? So if you want to find out bacteria, we need one substance where bacteria will be staying. So we all know buttermilk contains bacteria. So what we will do? First, we will take a slide. I'll show you. Here we will take a slide. This is a slide. And you have to add 1 or 2 drops of buttermilk. 1 or 2 drops of buttermilk on a slide. Then you have to spread it. See, buttermilk is a liquid form. So you have to spread completely. 1 or 2 drops, complete slide. To a complete slide you have to spread it. After spreading, okay, I'll use this. So you have to spread the buttermilk. After spreading, you have to heat the slide for 3 to 4 seconds. Remember, you have to heat the slide for 3 to 4 seconds. Just with a Bunsen burner, we have to heat the slide. Why we have to heat the slide for 3 to 4 seconds? Because this, whatever the buttermilk is there, it will be sticking. It will stick to the slide properly. It will not move out from the slide. It will dry and it will hardly stick to the slide. So that's why we will be heating the slide only for 3 to 4 seconds. If you do more, the slide may break. So you have to keep that in your mind. And next, after that, you have to add few drops of crystal violet. So here crystal violet is a staining agent we are using to observe the bacteria under microscope. After heating the slide, you have to add 1 or 2 drops of crystal violet on the slide. It is violet in color, right? So like 1 or 2 drops crystal violet you have to add. Here I am doing with yellow color. So 1 or 2 drops of crystal violet you have to add. Then you have to leave it for 30 to 40 seconds. You should not touch the slide for 30 to 40 seconds. Why? Because the bacteria which is present inside the buttermilk, it will completely absorb the crystal violet color into its body. Okay, into its inside. So 30 to 40 seconds you should not touch the slide. Then after that you have to wash the slide with water. Why we are washing the slide with water? Because any excess staining agent, crystal violet, if it is remained on the slide, see, bacteria will absorb some excess crystal violet. You have to wash it off with the slide. And you might think, if I wash the slide, the buttermilk which is present on the slide will be washed away. But it will not wash away. You know why? Because already we heated the slide. So the buttermilk will be stick. It will hardly stick to the slide. Washing means you should not put detergent and you should not wash. Just you have to keep it. You have to dip in a water. That's it. Or just slightly with the running water. But you should not use force to wash the slide. Just gently you have to wash the slide so that excess stain will be removed from the slide. Then the same slide you have to observe under the microscope. When you observe under the microscope, you will be seeing the small bacteria which is present. Same, these bacteria only will be present in our curd also. Okay, small bacteria is present, and the name of this bacteria is lactobacillus bacteria. You have to remember lactobacillus bacteria. See, lacto means it is related to milk. Curd is prepared from milk only, no? So you can say it is lactobacillus. You all know rod shaped bacteria, we call it as bacillus bacteria. If you observe lactobacillus, it is in rod shape only. So lactobacillus. Lacto means related to milk. Bacillus means rod shaped bacteria. So this lactobacillus is present inside the curd. By this way, you have to observe the bacteria under the microscope. Next, we are going to observe fungi under the microscope. First, to observe fungi under the microscope, we have to know where does this fungi grow. Then only you can take the material and observe under the microscope. So, usually after rainy season, we may see some small umbrella-like growth over rotten material. Rotten is nothing but spoiled. Rotten means spoiled. So, fungi will be generally growing on the rotten material. Okay, in rainy season, if anything is rotten, there this umbrella like structures will be growing. Okay, and I think it is very familiar for you all like this. In your refrigerator, if you see tomato spoiled or any vegetable spoiled, you can see some white color thing will be growing on the tomato and all. So that is fungi only, because it will be growing on rotten material. And not only that, we might be seeing this fungi on the barks of a tree. If you see on the barks of a tree, you will be seeing this white patches on the bark of a tree. So this is also a fungi. Okay, and mostly fungi we can observe under this on the spoiled bread. If you have bread in your home, suppose if it is spoiled, you can see like this. Okay, green color substance growing on it, or black color substance growing on it, or gray color substance growing on it. So that is nothing but it's fungi only. So to observe fungi under the microscope, first you have to take some rotten part of vegetable or spoiled bread. You can collect only this part with the help of a needle. Needle will be there, no? So with the help of needle, small one. So this you can see here, this is a fungi which will be present on the bread. So with the help of a needle, you have to take a small strand, okay, and you have to place it on a slide, put a drop of water so that you can see clearly. Place a cover slip and observe under the microscope. So if you place bread, spoiled bread under the microscope, you can see this under the microscope. I hope so you all recognized this. This is Rhizopus. This is Rhizopus, which is commonly called as bread mold. This is a fungi. If you see here the structure, so this is a Rhizopus which you can see under the microscope with this spoiled bread. So like this you can observe the fungi on the under the microscope. So to observe fungi, generally we need any rotten part of a vegetable or rotten part of a bread. There on that, from that, with the help of a needle, you have to collect, place it on the slide, and you have to observe. So these two are the topics we have discussed today: observing bacteria and observing fungi. In the next class, we are going to discuss on further topics.